everyone. Is in their seat as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. For the Miami Heat, they coming off a loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, here's Lillard. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Here's Lillard. Takes it inside. Second chance shot. And there's a nice layup by Clingan.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Clingan when he's that close.
Rose surveying the D. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And the basket by Lillard.
Yeah, I just love the look of Lillard's jumper. It's repeatable, and you can tell Dame never stops working.
And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
Here is Rose after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Knocked loose. Taken away by Holiday. Lillard with it. Butler covering. It's blocked by Shaq. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
So they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Nice shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stolen by Avdia. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys?
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And it's Rose missing. Trailblazers leading by 6. To the inside. Outside, Avdia. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Give them a round of applause.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Butler with the ball. Still scoreless. To end the drought. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard outside. Beyond the wing. Shot clock at 5. And Portland with another turnover here. .102 left in the first. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Butler. Driving inside. And slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, and Butler leaving no doubt on that drive ball. What a play.
36 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Brown, no good. Portland leading by 6. Now, here's Lillard. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
Portland 12.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively.
The catch and the flush. O'Neal.
And nice find from the rookie Rose. This guard is a jack of all trades.
Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one.
Ooh, fierce move by O'Neal.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. That one falls. Bulls got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And the touch ball is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Pass to Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Shaq. O'Neal literally bending the rim with the power.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now, Sharp slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Shaq.
What a finish by Sharp while taking the contact. It takes skill to win these and-one opportunities.
Here's Rose. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And there's the call on board. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Miami with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's O'Neal. And Bull pulls it down. And Terry Rozier, a combustible scorer, coach, who competes on the defensive end of the floor as well.
Great point, Kevin. I mean, Terry Rozier really made his career at the defensive end of the floor. He developed as an offensive player over time in the league, but he made his name and got his playing time based on what he did defensively.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Portland making a change here. The Heat trailed by 9. Here's Rose. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Scoot Henderson.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Outside Roy. The shape. And it's Shaq with the rebound. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. They trail by 9 points. Here's O'Neal. Excellent D there from Williams.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
1:44 left now here in the second. And finished off by O'Neal.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 9. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Roy. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, this is where Williams gets most of his points. Rolling off the screen, ready to catch and finish.
Pass to Rose. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Comes up empty down low. Sharp on the wing. Grant outside. In the corner, Henderson with it. 1 second left. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Henderson's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Outside, O'Neal. And the wide-open shot from Rose. And a miss there on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Butler. That one drops for him.
From anywhere on the floor, Butler's a threat. And the more points he gets inside, the more dangerous he becomes on the perimeter.
And Klingon has it in the corner. Outside, Avdia. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Avdia.
A nice show of force by Avdia at the rim, punishing the defense for giving him the opening.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. The Heat trailed by 16. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Out to the right wing. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Klingon. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Brown. He has yet to score. Brown attacking. That's tipped.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
The Heat trailed by 14. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Butler. Here's the floater. And it's good on the way up. And that's now 9 points for Butler.
Well, Butler not able to get to the rim, but he gets the floater to go.
Pass to Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Pass to Kamare. And here's Holiday. Off target with his 3. Here's Wiggins. Can't connect from short range.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Pass to Ayton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. For the Trailblazers. So it's Portland now. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Now, here's Roy. 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Henderson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Pass to Bull. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 11-point game.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Grant outside. Screen by Grant. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. And the wing jumper offline.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Right wing. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Roy's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. Here's Hackett. Inside. Shaq going to work inside.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Anderson looking it over. Stolen by O'Neal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. O'Neal going right at the defense.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Bull. Grant gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. The Heat trailed by 10. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And that one's good by Shaq.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Bull. And it's good, 2 points. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Outside Rose. Now Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. O'Neal. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Wiggins watches the floor and sees a guy with a better look.
Outside, Avdia. It's blocked by Shaq. Brown. Cleared away by Ball. Trailblazers leading by 8. Oh, good on the layup. And it's the Heat with the ball. Outside, O'Neal. Oh, one-handed!
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
Beyond the arc. O'Neal there for the rebound.
He's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Jimmy Butler coming up big with the game on the line.
Lillard. And he misses the J. And here's Miami. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Rose with the ball. Lillard picks him up. O'Neal. Got it to go off the glass.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Lillard, and he jams it in.
Well, this is Dame time. You need a bucket, you know who to go to.
Screen by O'Neal. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And here's Portland. At one point, they led by 16. Clinging with it. Here is Lillard. Clock is at 3. From about 19, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Miami has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Now O'Neal to tie it up. Can't get it. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Butler! The three is off. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Team foul number 4.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they